a motion on the floor right now by Legislator Draw and seconded by Legislator Rockow. So at this time, I'd like to ask all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 18-0115.
Moved by Legislator Rockow, seconded by Legislator Ansello. Is there any discussion? Okay. Legislator Barrault.
Through the chair of the administration, but I'd like to note that I was at the public safety meeting, so I did hear the explanation regarding the differences between the two contracts and how we got where we got. So I'm not going to beat that dead horse, I promise. But I did want to ask some clarification regarding the RVWs, or the return to work visits. When the contract was put forth and it was accepted from New York Medical, no, WorkFit Medical, and we found that the rate had doubled, did we know that rate had doubled in the contract language, or was that just not addressed in the contract itself? Through the chair.
Through the chair, the pricing structure from the previous medical provider, which was Western New York Medical, in that structure we'd actually paid Western New York Medical, I believe was I'm sorry, just let me look at the number. It was about $1,800 a month, and that was estimated to be 60 return to work visits, but we actually paid the $1,800 a month as a stipend or a retainer. And whether we had 5 return to work visits or 100, we only paid that one amount. So that was the difference between the vendors, where one just charged the stipend, so we averaged 60 visits per month. The other one actually charged per visit and charged for every single visit. So whether we were over or under, we paid for every single one. So if we were under, that'd be great, but in this instance, we are averaging about 69 visits per month.
Okay. And that clarifies it for me, because you earlier stated that, through the chair, that this had been like the pricing had doubled. So
yes.
That doesn't, okay. I just want to be clear on this. Okay.
Okay.
I think that's a little unclear how we got to the double. Now I understand. Moving forward, do we anticipate using that same process with other contracts, or do we anticipate insisting upon a quote-unquote stipend method through the chair?
Well, through the chair, it really depends on what the vendor will propose to us via the RFP, but certainly we can look to having that process. If we go to RFP again next year with this vendor, we can look to do that with this vendor or others to have a stipend or possibly negotiate a lower cost.
Okay. And finally, just to be clear, this contract was negotiated when, through the chair?
This contract was negotiated, I believe, it started May of 2016, so it would be prior to that. I was not at the sheriff's office when it was negotiated, but it took...
Okay, so under the prior administration.
Yes,
okay.
prior administration.
All right, thank you very much.
Okay. Is there any further discussion? Okay. Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 18-0116.
Moved by Legislator Ansello, seconded by Legislator Connolly. Is there any discussion? Okay. Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 18-0117.
Moved by Legislator Connolly, seconded by Legislator Marinetti. Is there any discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 18-0118.
Moved by Legislator Marinetti, seconded by Legislator Hebert. Is there any discussion? Legislator Morelli.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to the administration, is there a reason that we don't have the county sheriff do this traffic control services at Frontier Field?
Through the chair, good evening. There's been a long historical practice of, since we're talking about the intersection involved here, Morris Silver Way and Plymouth Avenue in the city. This is work that the city police department has always done for the stadium as far back as I know. In the past, this was done by Grossvik, the entity that actually operated the stadium on behalf of the county. Grossvik is now in the process of being dissolved, and so now that's why you're seeing that this year is a county contract. But for years going back, it's been the practice that the city of Rochester, when you're dealing with downtown events, has jurisdiction over the traffic function.
Thank you.
Okay. Is there any further discussion? Okay. Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries.
Referral 18-0119.
Moved by Legislator Hebert, seconded by Legislator Draw. Is there any discussion? Legislator Brough.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Through the Chair of the Administration, when was this project initially programmed into this capital improvement program?
Through the chair, I believe it was 3 years ago,
Thank you.
2015.
2015. And through the Chair of the Administration, when was it that it was made known that, well, let's just say Fairport Municipal Electric wanted to have the new sidewalk and electrical pole relocation?
Through the chair, the town of Parrington is the one that wanted the sidewalks added to the project. Fairport Municipal, we just recently realized that they were going to be in the way and had to relocate.
Okay.
Summer of last year.
Thank you. So summer of 17. Yeah. And so through the Chair of the Administration, the way I read this then is that of the additional $1,580,000, the town of Parrington is going to reimburse us for approximately $1,343,000. Is that correct?
Through the chair, that is correct.
Thank you. Through the Chair of the Administration, when will the town of Parrington provide these funds to the county?
Through the chair, we're working through them to produce an intermunicipal agreement right now. Once that is approved through the town and approved through Monroe County, we will send them an invoice, and then they pay a certain percentage up front for design and for construction, and then once the project is completed, they pay for the remainder.
Thank you. So through the Chair of the Administration, that we can anticipate that all the funds will be made, make the county whole by the end of the project, correct? Through the Chair?
Through the chair, that is correct, and most of it will be up front.
Thank you. Finally, hopefully finally through the Chair to the Administration, I know that they're reimbursing us for 85% of the costs. Where is the other 15% of the cost coming from through the Chair?
Through the chair, that's the cost we have to pay for Fairport Municipal to relocate their facilities.
Thank you. And then through the Chair of the Administration, of the, we have the amount of $1,580,000. Was there an engineer's estimate attached to that through the Chair?
Through the chair, from Fairport Municipal or from I don't understand the question.
For the cost to install the new sidewalk as well as the electric pole relocation, was there an engineer's estimate to anticipate how much that actually cost, or would cost?
Through the chair, for construction of the sidewalk alone, that should cost about $857,000. And then when we add in design and the town's other portions that they have to pay for, inspection, things like that, that raises the town share to the $1.3 million. And Fairport Municipal had submitted an estimate to do their relocations, and the estimate is $641,000.
So through the Chair of the Administration, the estimate for the relocation of the pole and such was $641,000. Did we have an estimate prior to the contract, or was that's all we had for the sidewalk? The numbers you just gave me through the Chair.
Through the chair, initially when we had our utility relocation meeting, we didn't realize that Fairport Municipal was going to be affected. Once we realized that they were going to be affected, they then gave us an estimate for the work that had to be done.
Thank you. That's clear to me. The only thing, the part is unclear to me is for the sidewalk installation, prior to receiving the response to the bid that involved that, do we have an engineer's estimate on what that sidewalk installation would cost?
Through the chair, it was more or less our trying to be cooperative with the town of Parrington in the sidewalk. Originally, they only wanted sidewalk on one half of the road, and then our engineers, our consultants put together a rough estimate for that. but then the town also got a grant, and they wanted to extend the sidewalk to be on the north side of the road as well. So these are just unexpected costs that we didn't anticipate throughout the duration of the project.
Okay, and and I understand, and to be fair, through the chair, that's all, essentially, they're reimbursing us for that anyhow, so that it's a wash for us.
Through the chair, that is correct.
Okay, thank you very much.
Okay. Are there any further questions? Okay. Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Next item.
Referral 18-0120.
Moved by legislator Draw, seconded by legislator Rockow. Legislator Brough.
Thank you. Through the chair of the administration, my apologies if this question has been asked, but I was unfortunately late today and I was not in attendance for transportation. But was it explained why this is a matter of importance?
It was submitted as a matter of importance because there was due diligence in the law department just reviewing the contractors and the contracts before they were submitted, before this referral was submitted.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what that means through the chair.
Well, when you get the bids, there may be questions about looking into the contractors, see if there's any concerns about awarding to any particular contractor, and we do diligence to look into that and see if there's any concerns.
Okay, so it took longer than anticipated through the chair? That is
Through the
typical.
chair, yes.
Okay. And then secondly, through the chair, I'm assuming that these three bridges that, are receiving this preventive maintenance because they're deemed most in need of it. Is that correct through the chair?
Through the chair, that is correct.
Thank you. Could you tell me how that rank ordering was achieved through the chair? That these three are the most in need?
Through the chair, we have a listing of all of our bridges and culverts that we go through, and we do inspections internally, and New York State DOT also goes through and does inspections on the bridges as well. And we use the ratings from those inspections to put together our program for the upcoming years.
Thank you. So through the chair of the administration, then I assume it's known to, at least from the county's point of view, what the next most important, next bridge in line might be. Is that correct through the chair?
That is correct, yes.
Okay.
And they are on the CIP for the coming few years.
Excellent. That was going to be my next question. Thank you very much.
Okay. Legislator Kaley.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to the administration, I have to ask, will this be a Frankenbridge project at all?
I guess I'm not quite following the Frankenbridge question.
A couple
through the
people
chair.
got it. Let me explain. Will we be utilizing through the chair any of those wonderful new panels we got from the Tappan Zee?
Through the chair, this is strictly a highway rehabilitation. It's not a new bridge. Those panels would be exclusively be used for a replacement of a bridge.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Is there any further discussion? Okay. Seeing none, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Any opposed? Item carries. Are there any other matters to come before this committee? Okay. There being no other matters, the March 27th, 2018 meeting of the Ways and Committee meeting stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Ways and Means Committee will be held on Tuesday, April 24th, 2018 at 6 p.m.